What do you get when you take one of the greatest film franchises of all time, throw away the lightsabers, take the story of the Sith and the Jedi, place them in the back seat, and feature the characters that you would usually see in the background? The answer? One hell of a good time. Before Order 66, before the great Clone Wars series, there was Star Wars Republic Commando. This isn't your average hack-and-slash Star Wars game involving those goody-two-shoes midichlorian monopolizing Jedi. This is a boots-on-the-ground squad-based action shooter. This sounds like a formula for failure, but it works. It really works. The story follows a company of clones marked as Delta Squad, but more specifically, you play as RC-1338, or as your team calls you, Boss. Your journey begins with a really cool opening sequence as you follow the early years of Boss's life, from his incubation in a glass jar, to his early clonehood, to clonalescence, all the way to his maturation to an indoctrinated soldier. But this isn't your average clone troop unit, because just like the strawberries in your fridge, these guys are genetically modified to be the best of the best. Your adventures with Delta Squad are spread out over 3 recon missions that take place across the galaxy. These large levels take you from the opening conflicts of the Clone Wars on Geonosis to the Wookie homeworld of Kashyyyk. Aw, look at the cute little Wookie. You wouldn't hurt a— Jesus Christ! What the hell is your mother feeding you? Oh, that makes sense. The music and the acting from your brothers are worthy of the Star Wars name. Yes, it's an interesting concept, but what about the gameplay? Well, I'm happy to report that that is the best part of this. The controls and allocation of health is handled in a very similar fashion to the first Halo game, which is not a bad thing. But you have nowhere near the same maneuverability as the Master Chief. But where Republican Commandos is different from Halo, and for the matter, any other Star Wars game, is your squad command. Since you're the leader of this devastating unit of killing machines, you bark out integral orders that are very easy to use, from commanding individual members of the team to head to specific areas where they can shoot a specialized weapon from behind cover, to having every member of your squad shoot at the same enemy, which is especially useful for larger enemies, like the super battle droids, which aren't just throwaway tin cans like in the movies. But nothing in this game makes me happier than knowing when a screw-up like me falls in combat, I can rely on my squad to drop everything to resuscitate me. Your squad is active and have each other's backs, which is essential to victory. Having this power of being able to allocate orders and knowing that this team is successful based on those orders creates an immense sense of satisfaction. The different pieces of information that appear on the HUD of your mask while you move around really add a flair of futurism, as well as a sense of realism that looks so freaking cool, and maybe can cause some motion sickness. When you get up and close with your enemies, their blood will splatter all over your mask, which will automatically clean itself with a smooth animation which is nasty, but it never gets old. All of this fosters a fantastic, gritty simulation shooter that I can't even believe got a teen rating. There will be guts, there will be gore, and it will galore. I mean, you can even use Wookiee corpses as cover, like holy shit. But unfortunately, this experience is not all roses and bug guts. While the acting I feel is great, any sense of an overarching or personal narrative is basically non-existent. There is a bit of banter between your comrades in arms, but you probably won't remember their names in a day. I don't. And though the game is an okay length, I personally would have preferred much more shorter levels on more planets, but that's just a personal preference. Overall, Republic Commandos is an outstanding and incredibly unique Star Wars game.
We expect great things from you.
And great things it has. Do not miss your chance to play this. I give it 4 exploding Geonosians out of 5. Hey, thank you for watching this review. If you somehow liked this video, maybe, just maybe you could consider liking the video, and if you want to continue this adventure, subscribing. I would very much appreciate it. And did I ever tell you how wonderful you look today?